folks that were there are from all walks of life. There was a middle-aged chef who fell on hard times. There was a young man who was trying to help his girlfriend escape an abusive situation. And there was a young man who just gotten out of prison, who, by all accounts, was trying to get his life back on track. The people that volunteer there put their hearts and souls into that. Not necessarily myself, but the ones who are there, who organize and there to check these folks in. They bring personal items from home. They truly do care. And I hope that the council, as we put together this ordinance, will see that the folks that do that work truly do care about the well-being of the ones that end up in that situation. Because except for one bad decision, we could all be there.
Never ceases to amaze me what people put up on Facebook. but we've been able to solve a lot of crimes, so I'm real glad about that. We also have a Twitter account, and I don't even know what that is, but I see that 300 people follow it. That's a fact. But anyway.
Community Service Board.
Community Services Board. Not on the agenda. Is it anyone that would like to make a statement for you all, or is it any?
We want to just be welcomed into the community and want to tell you how we can benefit the community and work with the community in a positive way like we were able to do in Warsaw. And so we have some folks in support of our center. We have a few complaints issues to get through, but we're working on that, and we just want to tell you a little bit about us and the town so that you know that we exist and that we are a resource for your community and a place for people. You obviously have drug and alcohol issues in any town, so that's all I have to say. And we have some other folks that would like to say how these centers have helped them as well. Okay. Thank you.
Hi, I'd like to introduce myself as Elizabeth Sluter. I am the coordinator at the Peer Resource Center, currently over at Queen Street. And I'd like to mention that when we moved from Warsaw, a lot of the people in the community were actually pretty sad that we were leaving. And we were trying to let everybody know ahead of time, but like my boss just said, we were trying to get those baskets ready for everybody, and we still are going to do that. So I would like to just let you know that I have 17 years of sobriety, and I have been a teacher in the public school system for 11 years in Westmoreland County, and my last year was in Essex. And now I've moved on into the mental health field, and I'm learning a whole lot after I got my master's. So a lot of us are CIT trained, and there's a wealth of information that we can bring to the community to help reduce the fears, and we're here to help. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Andrew Shukas. I live in Tappahannock here. I'm also a person in long-term recovery. I'm a retired United States Marine, 21 years back to duty. I retired here in 2006. My sobriety date is July 26, 2009. Peer Recovery Center in Warsaw was an instrumental part of my recovery process. Learning how to stay sober one day at a time in a safe environment was provided to me by the counseling center in Warsaw. It gave me an opportunity to learn how to interact with people in a healthy way, and also kept my time busy. Since then, I've actually volunteered with the Community Service Board in the Middle Peninsula. I was actually on the Northern Neck Middle Peninsula's opioid task force that was headed up by Delegate Keith Hodges. And I think that this opportunity that the town of Tappahannock now has to have this resource center is Warsaw's loss and Tappahannock's gain. You have an opportunity for people who want to recover, a safe place for them to be in an environment with people who are actually learning how to be better citizens. It's definitely enriched my life, and I'm glad that Tappahannock now has it. That's one less trip across the river I have to make as well. And the peer resource movement is fantastic. As Becky had mentioned, they just opened a new center in Gloucester, which is fantastic as well. And it's a resource I think that will definitely enrich and enhance the town of Tappahannock. Thank you.
Andy?
Hi, my name is Barry Travis. I'm also a person in long-term recovery. My recovery date is April 6th of 2005. I'm now helping with running the new center that we have in Gloucester, behind the hospital, along with CIT. We're in the same building. And I can tell you that they always say in recovery that the most important things in recovery is that the most important things you need to do is to change people, places, and things. And I say that because I hadn't done that initially when I came in recovery, and of course I had a relapse. I had a relapse. It wasn't until it was told to me by a sponsor that you have to change people, places, and things. You have to get a support group. You have to do the things you need to do to get recovery, and that's exactly what I did. So as I did that, now I've been successful. I not only stopped using, but I've stayed stopped, and that's the whole key for me. I'm very happy to be a part of running the Gloucester Center because it's new to the community. There's of course an open epidemic going on that, you know, we want to be there to help those people. We're right at the hospital. There's overdoses that come when those people come there. As a peer recovery specialist, which I am, a registered peer recovery specialist, we are certified professional people to help people with recovery, and that's what we do. And we do it from the heart. We mean it. It's about lived experience. It's about saving lives. So thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate your comment. Any other business?
My name is Nikki Whitman, and I'm a substance abuse counselor for the Warsaw Counseling Center with the Community Services Board. And my sobriety date's been 13/1992. And through a series of events in my life, I had no clue that drinking was not the way to self-medicate. And so I had so much help through the counseling center at the Community Services Board at that time. And I've been really fortunate to watch not only the 12-step programs grow around here, but these personal peer support programs, which are awesome, and watching how they network together. Your sheriff talked about the CIT, the Crisis Intervention Team. We network with them. We have co-facilitating at sites. It is just so amazing to see it all come together. And some of the places that used to really have huge problems, you can actually hear some of the statistics coming down now. Not only that, we're going to have the counseling centers probably moving over here hopefully in July, so you're going to be getting taxes through that tax base, and so we're going to have really good, healthy support in every area to make sure that everybody is getting the help that they need. And I personally am really excited to see it because, like Becky was saying, there was nothing like that when I came in, nothing at all. And all I knew was that I had some kind of mental health issues and I didn't know what to do about them. And now there's so much education and support and structure for these people who did not have it before in all of our community. It really doesn't matter, you know, what race you are, where you came from, any of that. It just doesn't matter. We are all suffering from it. Even our schools, we're sending out people into the schools now to have the conversations. So the thing I want to bring mostly, I think, is that we need this in our communities. And I'm delighted to see that y'all are welcoming us there, and I look forward to getting to know y'all a little better. So, thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Council, do you come for us now? All right. Thank you all. Thank you for coming. Stand adjourned.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.